First, they came for the journalists, and I spoke up because I read the rest of the fucking poem. I'm honestly at a bit of a loss for words for how do I start talking about this? Where do I begin? I know where I want to go with it. I'm rambling. A little while ago, a few weeks maybe, at most, some articles came out on Vice. First one that really kicked all this off was an article about a VTuber group or agency. I don't care enough to look into that, honestly. But this VTuber collective of some sort named VAllure was featured in an article regarding potent. I think to be honest, I didn't actually read that article. I read the Gamersup's article, which you can watch a video on, or you can watch my coverage of that article. Anyways, there was a total of 3 articles that this journalist, Anna Valens, had written. I think it was 2 about VAllure. I don't know. 3 about. I'm pretty sure there was just 1 about Kirsch. Anyways, the one on Kirsch was like, hey, not sure if you're aware of this, but you're kind of. I'm hearing stuff in the background. And I'm going to have to edit this a bit anyways. Fucking. Basically, the article was all like, this is popping up in VTubing fandoms. It's not a good thing. And it's looking like Gamersup's is slapping their approval on it. And then Kirsch and her fans cried slander, targeted harassment. And there is a lot of documented cases of Kirsch saying a lot of potentially edgy things. What could her political beliefs be? Who knows? She says she's not a Nazi. She just happens to hang around a lot of them and keep using the exact same talking points. But the way I started this segment, if you don't know, was a reference to a poem that came out in 1946 by by the poet Martin Niemöller. I probably butchered that. Anyways, come on, work for me. Boom. This is what it was. If you don't actually know I'm going to make sure it's working right, looking fine. Cool. That's not exactly what I wanted. Anyways, no. Editor, cut that out. Then I just put text over top, no. But basically, first they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. And then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. This is the history of what they start with. They start with the people who will speak up the most, with the loudest. They don't want their actions documented. They don't want their actions talked about or criticized. They just want you to accept them. So often have I seen Kirst fans, I'm assuming, say things like, VTubers should not talk about politics unless you're Kirscht, because otherwise you're just in a fucking echo chamber. But I engage with other people's thoughts, opinions. I've literally debated somebody who called me a man. I think I stomped him. But anyways, it's frustrating. They don't want an actual back and forth dialogue. They want to rile people up. They want to lash out at the people they don't like. I much prefer to focus on positive things. That's why I've made the shift of my content away from, drama, because that's never positive. It's always negative, and I was focusing on it way, way too much. The fucking hate comments did not bother me at all. I'm expecting more from just this video, so if you're leaving a hate comment, thank you for helping me with the algorithm. And the watch hours, too. Like, please. I could really use that. Ad revenue would be nice. It'd be nice to, actually have staff to pay and be able to pay them. Anyways, I'm way off topic. Anna Valens, the journalist from Vice, had been documenting a fuck ton of the harassment she's received. And you can see that she is cool with, people talking about it, people bringing it up. And honestly, yes, that this is how we combat it. We talk about it, we shine a light on it. God damn it. We shine the light on it, and then we keep calling it out. This should not be acceptable in any community. I'm not going to go into all of the detail. Please, if you do want the full view of what happened to Anna, go to her Blue Sky. It won't be too hard to find. But there are tons of people telling her to kill herself. Right here you can see that they were suggesting rope on her throne, telling her to join the 41%, which to me, when they tell me to 41%, I kind of laugh, because that tells me they don't know what the fuck that statistic is. 41%, for those who aren't aware, is a essentially Nazi dog whistle to tell trans people to kill themselves. But that statistic they're pulling from is from a thank you, Sushi. Is from a study that says 41% of trans people deal with suicidal ideation. They just see suicidal and think, oh, they kill themselves 41% of the time. Obviously, because I know statistics. But no, it's ideation. Come on. It's just having thoughts, and like, let's be real. What's the percentage of millennials that have have suicidal ideation? What's the percentage of boomers? What's the percentage of zoomers? Come on. It's focusing in on a marginalized community that regularly sees hate and harassment like this. This is just blown up as discourse due to how, I guess, prevalent. I just noticed something in world that just never mind. This discourse is so prevalent because Anna is a Vice reporter and people were picking it up. I'm glad plenty of people spoke up on Blue Sky. I wish it didn't stay on Blue Sky. I wish it moved to other platforms more. I've had some friends talk about it on stream. That's better than nothing. But the main thing is we need bigger names than an 800 subscriber YouTube account or a couple thousand follower on Twitch. Because last I checked, Kirsch was like around 50,000 followers. So she's not too small by any means. She is definitely a medium-sized VTuber. And it's... we need more people to rally together, but how the fuck are we going to do that? Like, speaking of rallying, look who's rallying behind Kirsch. Crumbs. You really want that dude in your corner? Fuck's sakes. The quartering Captain Basement Piss. God damn it. Captain Basement Pisser? His wife was out getting pizza and he was mad about it. So why does it keep closing? Anyways, he was mad about it, so he just kind of fucking got drunk, streamed it, and made a bet to himself that if I don't win this, I'm gonna piss in my basement. And then he lost it, so he pissed in his basement. And that guy is saying, hey, why don't you take a sponsorship from me? Also, I'm not going to publicly post it, but if you want literal books about Hitler, go to the bookstore that I host. Like, it's the quartering. You really want that guy in your corner? God, sadly, only small people are speaking up about this. Like, the biggest person even talking about this is like Bint on Twitter. How big is Bint on Twitter? Because like the biggest person I've personally seen talk biggest person I've personally seen talk up about it was Niara, and she only did like a couple videos on it. Also, Niara's based as fuck. You should go subscribe if you like listening to what's it? If you like listening to trans people talk about trans things, check out Niara. She knows a lot of shit. But yeah, fucking these people. Even here, this dude, Trigger Point or Grixit. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Hell yeah, I watched her too. I actually sent her a DM and making sure she was doing all right. We had a short back and forth. It was nice. And then, I mean, if you've been on Twitter in the discourse long enough, you probably know this person. They are not a super good person around. I don't know why you look at a lot of these people and like it's showing that, right? No, it's not. Fuck. Okay. Just FYI, there's the quartering. Back or coming to Kirsch's defense because they'd love to rally. I don't really know this Grixit dude, but to be honest, I trust Anna Valens, who I only found out about because of the Velour shit and then started paying more attention to when I realized, oh, this chick is calling out the far right in VTubing. It's good to see more VTubers doing that. Holy fuck, it felt like I was the only one doing that 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure I know Zeka was doing that. I don't know if she's still doing things. I should check in on her. She's cool. But yeah, this Sandy Hook truther says they, quote unquote, want to take over VTubing. Honestly, there's a part of me that just wonder why didn't I wonder did they even use echoes or Alex told the truth about Sandy Hook and they ruined his life for it. Cool, bro. You're talking about dead kids, man. They crisis actors? Come on. Fuck off. Okay, what is this? They want to take over VTubing just like they did with anime and video games. What the fuck? God, I hate these types. Also, if I remember correctly, wasn't quartering involved in the original Gamergate? Anyways, this person, kinda banana, speaking of Gamergate, my first interaction with this person was when I announced I was becoming a dog girl, and she said, "What a cute villain." I said, "I will bite you," and she followed me. So she said, but here's her weighing in. Hi, unfortunate Gamergate expert here. Gamergate was the only time in recent memory those dipshits got what they wanted, so it became a mythical happening in their memories akin to the Crusades, except the goal is always harass minorities until some of them quit, then we claim victory. I cannot stress enough how I cannot stress enough how Gamergate did not succeed in any of its stated goals. Like I can't even remember what their fucking goals were. I just remember it was like 2 million subscriber accounts going after like a couple hundred subscriber progressive people with like blue hair, and then they just put them on blast, sent their following after them. Those people, the progressives quit, and then they were like, "Yeah, Gamergate wins," and it's like the goal is just harassment. Then the only thing it did was harass people, and when those people left Twitter, the echo chamber of racism partied like they saved gaming. Gamergate is the Vietnam War of racist 34-year-olds who complain about femboy erasure. God, I 100% agree with that. Like, these people, of course, it's in Asmongold's subreddit. These people want to harken back to this fucking Gamergate. Seriously. What do we got here? Oh, okay. I can't show this because there's a penis in it. But, like, there is a picture in there of it's like a bit of fan art or something of a hand from the camera holding out a gun to a little creature. Go do crime. And like all over some kind of masturbation tweet. I don't remember exactly. I'm not going to check right now either. But I would like to say there's a difference between when lefties say be gay, do crime. They're speaking generally. I never see it in response to this person is doing a thing. Oh, let's do crime. Unless it's a billionaire, then we start changing the tune. But like small people like Kirst, we don't want to kill Kirst. I don't want her dead. I want her to stop pandering to Nazis. But what can you do? Be be gay, do crime is an obvious joke. Yeah, obviously. It's also kind of satire on how it's gay to or not it's gay. It's illegal to be gay in what 72 countries in this world. So just being gay is doing crime. That's where the joke comes from. Also, this is Kirsch celebrating somebody who she perceived as a communist. I think that's okay to show. We're not going to focus on it too much. But like communists hate Nazis, Nazis hate communists. It goes back and forth. Right. This part is additionally frustrating, where Kirsten's fans discovered that Anna has had to deal with, or yeah, has had POCD. Personally, I have no idea what the fuck that is, so I'm not going to make any assumptions. Intrusive thoughts based on fears of being a pedophile. And Kirsch's fans hear that and go, "Oh, so you're a pedophile. That proves it. We already assume every trans person's a pedophile, so having the fear of being a pedophile makes you a pedophile." What? I don't understand these people's thought processes at all. And I don't know why GamerSupps is staying quiet about it. Get your Kirsch waifu cup in like 4-6 weeks and use code NaziFox for 10% off. Oh wait, no, I really doubt Kirsch would have the courage to would have the courage to actually own the libs that way and use that code. But like, hey, why not engage with the one she already plays into, Ku Klux Kirsch? Because like, obviously I'm not racist. I just say a lot of racist things around a lot of racist people. I'm not going to play this video so you guys know, because it's reading out erotica. And it's also not fan fiction, it's full on erotica. Don't bring it up. Look, Kirsch is part owner of GamerSupps? Fuck off. No way. Fucking she just goes on Twitch, or she streams to Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter reading out erotica. Fucking all in order to shame her for what she has written. Some kink stuff, I'm pretty sure. Force femme siscon erotica. I'm pretty sure I know what that is, but I'm not going to dive into it too much. Because clearly this is appropriate and relevant to do to a reporter, definitely not an attempt to shame a trans woman for her sexuality. Yeah, it's literally, that's what it is. And like literally reading not safe for work stories. Erotica, live on Twitch, she got banned for 1 day. And that's all we get. I mean, I'm not terribly surprised. Fucking, what's it? Fucking Aiden Ross got unbanned on Twitch. If you don't know who that is, you're lucky. What else we got here? Right. So, Vice said they stand with Anna. They will stand up with her to all this harassment. Did they? 2 days later, Kirsch makes a threat to sue. I didn't actually bother to pull it up, but Vice responded by quietly removing her Anna's stories, and they just went silent. There is also an archive to these articles, all 3 of them here. And then there's even more. Personally fact-checked the story the day it was published. Every single claim Anna made was backed by a direct link to Kirsch's own post/stream clips. I have a complete archive of every link. Do not let Kirsch or her trolls lie that Anna did not provide sources. So, yeah, this thread will be in the description of the video that comes out. But they didn't stand with Anna. This was 2 days after they said they stand with Anna. This is, I keep moving up closer. This is why I don't trust corporations. It's a large reason of why I feel I will always be indie. I don't, maybe the right group. I don't know. But right now, I feel like a lot of us are alone, fighting battles on our own. We need to unite. We need to start coming together. We need to start working together. We need to start promoting people more that are pushing back against this. We need to push back against it. Because if we don't, we get to where we are now. how else can we push back against it besides, well, we've gotten Niara on Twitter fighting with them. I don't know. I mean, it's fun to dunk on them. I don't blame her. I would personally kind of like a debate. It's been a while. We'll see where things go. But aside from that, what else can we really do? Well, without any bigger VTubers like stepping up and being like, "Hey, what's happened to Anna is fucked up." Hell, not even just VTubers, but creators in general, especially gamer subs affiliates, sponsored streamers. It's those would be the most impactful voices we need to, you know, this shit is not okay. And these people will cry that they're the ones being harassed because Kirsch had a couple articles written about her that were like, hey, this shit is infecting the VTuber community at large. And Kirsch was just the avenue discussed through that article. But no. But aside from, we can't, if we can't get other people to speak up, how else can we combat this? Well, you make a cool space. You make a space that everybody wants to go to. You do anything to appeal to as broad an audience, build your platform as good as possible, and fucking keep those fuckers out at the door. Don't let any of it in. I'm gonna start taking a lot more of a zero tolerance policy on it. I'm not, it's not going to be allowed in the community. I may bring people on to debate because I like that. And I personally think it makes them look weak when they can't defend themselves. Like, go watch my debate on non-binary identities. That person looked really weak, in my opinion. I'm a, I'm gonna be real, Jamie. I don't understand what you're saying, and I do not want to be disrespectful. I get wanting to avoid drama, but I wish more people would speak up against the Nazi in the community. Yeah, like, I don't think this should be controversial. I don't think this should be drama either. Not fucking drama. The far right is rising. It's not just VTubers either. Trump won. They've been rallying so fucking much. And what's the left doing in response? Arguing with each other about the best tactics. We all we just need to come together and agree Nazis are bad. Oh my god. My thing just keeps crashing. Maybe it's because I have too many tabs open because of the VTubergate stuff. Okay. But yeah, we need to come together. We need to create enjoyable spaces that people want to join, and then we keep the Nazis out at the door. That's, as small VTubers, that's all we can really do. Because I don't know how helpful it would be to actually go to, I mean, hell, you know what? Maybe you guys can do it. If I do it, it's just self-promotion and nobody's going to pay attention. But if you guys are like, hey, you guys are political commentators, you want to combat the far right, here's where they're growing. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's Nazis fuck off. That's right. Nazis can stay the fuck out of here. Sure, I can't stop them from watching me. I can't stop them from entering my community. I'm no political commentator, but I am. No, don't fucking close that one. I'm trying to read. I'm no political commentator, but I am just one person who wants freedom and liberation for all. Facts. That's exactly. And also, if you are not a political commentator, you do not want to really get into the nitty gritty of fighting politics, rally behind the VTubers that do. Rally behind the streamers that do. We need to unite as the left because we can see that happening to the far right. We fucking Grums and Quartering are realizing, hey, maybe we should signal boost these people that are also, spouting the shit we spout so that we can build a bigger reaching platform. But no, fucking lefties want to purity test. They want to make sure, oh, your politics need to exactly align with mine. No, man. I will fucking work with liberals if it means achieving my personal goal of furthering the left. Because I think I'm pretty decent at radicalizing people. I'm doing my best. I do not like what they did in that war, nor do I agree with it, but they're born after the fact to the war have been being all Nazi when they're not that happening to have bit for German in their bio. No, there's like a fucking lot of people that born long after the war, but they harken back to it as like the big win when Hitler fucking shot himself. Big ups to Surus and even Vivi for being a few big name VTubers who talk lefty politics. Fuck yeah. I like Surus, though he does tend to focus on politics itself. VRChat is fucking awesome. I love her too. Both of them. The Nazis never went away. Chumbawamba. Chumbawamba said that? Fuck yeah. That's the I get knocked down people. I got a cough in my throat. There's a list of Blue Sky of leftist VTubers. Yeah. But I mean, like, not just they are politically leftist. I mean, they're actively making leftist videos. They're actively talking about leftist politics throughout, like, their stream. But it's also not just that. We also need people that just create stuff that people want to watch, and then they're like, hey, do you have any other VTubers you would recommend? And then you would be like, yeah, go check out this lefty VTuber, or go check out, if you like politics talk, check them out. And like, we need some kind of pipeline. We need all sorts of different brands and flavors of leftism, and we need to promote each other. Honestly, there is a part of me that unironically wants to go around, like, go down a lefty or leftist VTuber list. Like, go down that list and then just be like, hey, I want to collab with you. Let's talk politics. And then, like, start going down that list and just, like, getting to help signal boost other lefties. That's like, we need left. Honestly, we need left extremists. We need left milquetoast leftists. As long as we're all working together to fight the right and stop fucking fascism. It's literally there. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I bet you're already a subscriber, huh? And I bet you already hit that like button, so I don't need to remind you. However, I am still going to thank all my beeps that support the channel through the membership. Thank y'all. You deserve that little kiss next to your name. If you're not subscribed, you really should. You get more stream segments like this, and I have video essays in the future.